I am starting a, that's slipping, I am starting a 2-day trip today. I am headed to Toronto. So today, this evening, it's Miami to Toronto. I'll have a 28-hour layover. And then on the third day, I just fly back to Miami. Pretty simple. I am flight attendant number one, so I am the lead flight attendant. And what else? I have to head to Miami early to allow myself 2 chances to get there before I have to report for my trip. I don't have to report until 7:34, but I am going to take the 11:55 flight. Because if I do the 3 o'clock flight, then the flight after that would get me there after it was time to sign in. So I'm heading to Miami early. I'll just hang out there in Ops, watch a movie or something before starting my trip. So time to get dressed and head to the airport. Come with me on today's adventure. I arrived 7 hours earlier than I needed to be in Miami, but that was just to get here on time and make sure I was not late. Now I have my winter coat on. It's time to fly to Toronto for my 3-day trip, 28-hour layover. Okay, let's get to work. Time to work. Oh, what did I do in the 7 hours? I had a nap and I was watching a show on Netflix. I was watching Fall of the House of Usher. I think that's what it was called. Today I'm flying on the Airbus 319, sometimes referred to as the baby bus. When you're flight attendant number one on this aircraft, it is super easy because you only have 8 passengers in your first class. It is wonderful. It is nice. There's only 3 flight attendants on this aircraft, and I'm so excited that I get to go to Toronto. I've never been to Toronto before, so this is a first time for myself. And you can see Toronto down there. We are getting closer and it looks quite cold. Most of the time, our shuttles or our crew limos are waiting for us. I'm especially grateful that on this occasion it was there ready because it was cold. As you can see, there are parts of the ground where it's frozen. But let's enjoy our little drive to the hotel and just the beautiful scenery of Toronto. And maybe you're wondering, how can there be so much snow? We're now in summer. This was actually filmed in February of 2024. As a lead flight attendant, one of the things that you are responsible for is a crew briefing in which you just kind of go over your passenger load and whether it includes any passengers with things like special needs or maybe pets in cabin or things of that sort. And before we actually close that boarding door and take off, there are a lot of things that are going on in the background. I'm making sure that the exit row safety briefings have been completed, that passengers are seated and buckled, and that all the overhead bins are closed. Apologies about the dirty windshield. I just wanted you to see what I was seeing. You know what? I'm grateful to just have this view from the comfort and warmth of this vehicle. Okay, so I made it to Toronto, Canada, and it was a short and sweet, easy flight. I was on the baby bus, the Airbus 319, and I don't get to fly that airplane a lot. For some reason, we don't have them. We don't have a whole lot of them in Miami, I think. And the trips that I get, they don't really happen that often on that aircraft, but it's a wonderful aircraft. Less passengers. I was flight attendant number one, so I was the lead flight attendant on this one. And I only had 8 people, 2 rows, 2 on each side, 8 people total in my first class. So I did have pre-departure beverage, accompaniment drink, and a full tray service for dinner. But it was so easy, so simple. Flight time was 2 hours and 38 minutes. It was wonderful. It was so nice. Let's do a room tour. Let's have a view. Toronto looks beautiful. I got a nice bus ride in this great big like touring bus. The seats were super cushy, ultra plush, and I just got a nice scenic view of a nighttime cityscape of Toronto. It was gorgeous. But we'll do a room tour and then I'll tell you about my day. Come on. Okay, so I'm on the 28th floor, which is pretty high up, right? 28 floors. What is this? You're seeing all of this in real time, as I am. Nice closet, a luggage rack, an ironing board, hangers. It is cold outside. There was snow everywhere. Oh, look, the painting's falling off that matting. There's snow everywhere, but the room temperature is very comfortable. I still have my jacket on, but it does not feel cold in here. Bathroom. Yay, body lotion. My hands are so dry from this winter weather. Okay, shower with all the amenities, shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel. Looks like the brand is Crabtree and Evelyn. I used that last week. I can't remember if it was minty smelling. I can't remember what it smelled like, but another little luggage stand or maybe somewhere to sit down and put your shoes. There's me. Hi guys. And the room. Big, comfy, king size plush bed. Okay, it's 72 degrees in here. Fahrenheit. There's lamps on either side of the bed with little outlets for charging. It's just like the standard chargers, or sorry, the standard electric outlets that we have in the US. Canada's the same. A desk, that's kind of cute. A big TV. A nice comfy sitting chair. Some nice mood lighting, some lights for ambiance. Oh, and I'm wearing new in-flight shoes. I got some new in-flight shoes. They are shiny. They're flat. I didn't put my heels on the bus ride when I got out and then thank goodness I didn't because the sidewalk was all icy. That would have been an accident waiting to happen. Okay, this is the 28th floor. As you can see, let me close this curtain. Look at all that steam coming out. Okay, and here's my view. It's like the Seattle Space Needle. Do you see the dragon on the top of that building? That is, I think it's the TD Ameritrade building, or maybe not, because TD's over there. But I thought I saw the dragon and TD on the same building. I don't know, I could be wrong. Oh, I think there's a heart. Do you see on the Space Needle? It's lit up like for Valentine's Day. Look at all that steam coming out from down here. That shows you how cold it is. Do you see that? Lots of steam rising from that. I wonder what that is. And if you see down here, there is snow on the ground. But here's our view of Toronto. Okay, so today's work day, I flew out of Orlando earlier than, I'm not going to say earlier than I needed to, because I needed to fly out at that time to ensure that I gave myself 2 opportunities to get to Miami. So I caught the flight at 11:30 from Orlando to Miami. Didn't have to be at my gate until 7:30 p.m. Got to Miami afternoon. So I had almost 7 hours to just hang out there. I watched some episodes of The Fall of the House of Usher on Netflix, and I'm getting hooked. But yeah, that's what I did. So I took, oh, and then after that I got a little bit tired. So I was able to take like an hour and a half power nap. I ate my lunch there. I packed a lunch, so I ate it there. I catch up on a Netflix series. I just got to just be, you know, just without rush, without stress, and just ensure that I got to my gate on time. And then it was just one leg here. Something interesting that happened today. There was something interesting that happened, and it actually happened on the shuttle from the parking lot over to the airport in Orlando. And I met someone that has been traveling with the old band Kool and the Gang. So if you're not familiar with the band, the only song that I know of them is, I don't know if it's called Celebration or Celebrate, but it's like Celebrate Good Times, come on. They played at a lot of like sporting events. He's been traveling with the band for 30 years. He's not one of the musicians. He's their like sound technician. So he sets up things. If their instruments, something goes wrong, he fixes them. He just goes to all the concerts. So he was on his way to New Jersey for the concert. He told me that this year the band is being nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So he asked me to vote. I'm sure if you go through and listen to their songs, there's more than that song that you've probably heard of, because it's like songs that you hear at parties or weddings or like sometimes sporting events. So, you know, a song or two may ring a bell to you. So that was the interesting thing that happened on my day today. And that's it. You know, the flight time was 2 hours and 38 minutes here. It's my first time here. I'm excited. I have a 28-hour layover. So today's Friday. It's 12:57. Is it 1 a.m. already? Is it 1 a.m.? Maybe it's 1 a.m. I'm still in airplane mode, so I'm not sure. But I think it is. I think it's 1 a.m. I think it's 1 a.m., 12:58 a.m. But that means it's Saturday. I don't leave until Sunday. I have 28 hours here. But my report time on Sunday is really early. It's at 4:25 a.m. But I'm looking forward to exploring a little bit of Toronto tomorrow. And the only thing I have on my agenda tomorrow is looking for poutine. So I want to try poutine while I'm here. But that's it. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to put on pajamas and get comfy. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And to see future videos, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then please hit the subscribe button right there. All right, guys, until next time. Bye.